What's going on, Better Ball Players? I am live on the Better Ball Player channel, and we're going to be doing these kind of once a week. I'm going to be having guests on these in the future, but I just wanted to get on here and do a live and see what kind of things we have going on. This is going to be live on YouTube right now, so if you guys have any questions, you want me to answer any questions about uh, gear, bats, tournaments, uh, any questions about baseball, training, what fourth, you have, just drop them in the comment section. I'll answer them as they come in, and I'll show them up on screen, and we will dive into the subjects. My group of kids, I'm Coach Jesse. I'm the youth director out of Five Star Tampa. So we have 8 to 12-year-olds in that program. And then obviously Five Star Tampa goes beyond 12 years old all the way up to 16, 17, 18 for those college, high school kids in that segment. So this past weekend, a lot of my teams did travel to the Florida State Championship in Space Coast and actually in Boomba as well. So we did get to experience those fields. Those fields were awesome. We think those fields are probably the best, one of the best complexes in the state of Florida. Thank you to Daryl and Scott for having us out there for our teams. We did not do as good as we thought we were going to do. We did, most of our teams did win, but we didn't get the outcomes that we wanted to with, winning our brackets. Great fields. My team specifically was out in Boomba. We did play under the lights there, and that was probably one of the best scenarios that you could get out there. The awesome field. We were on the actual natural fields, not the turf fields out there. So we did get a little bit of the realness. We didn't get to play on the turf. Kids were a little disappointed, but that's fine. Still one of the most beautiful fields they've played on up to date, and we will play on turf up in Newberry later this year. In like 3 weeks, December 7th and 8th, we're playing up in a Newberry tournament up in Newberry, Florida, near the Gainesville area. So on the screen here, I have the two, tournaments that we were in. Obviously, the Space Coast one, my 9U and 8U were in that one, and the Boomba one, we had my 10U in that one as well. So lots of positives out of this weekend. I like playing different teams from different areas. Here in Tampa, we play a lot of the same teams. A lot of the same teams are in the same tournaments. So we do play a lot of these teams a lot. But great competition here in Tampa. One of probably, if not one of the best areas to play in the state of Florida, in my opinion, because there is such great opportunity and competition here. So definitely like that aspect out of this area. So we do see some of those teams that we do face here. We'll travel to obviously all over the state of Florida to compete. So we did recognize some of the teams over there and had a lot of fun doing so. Um, we do have Five Star Tampa. I'm just gonna go over the things here. We do have a 1-day Thanksgiving Day camp next Monday, um, and that will be from 9 to 3. We're going to be doing that at Five Star Baseball Academy, and we'll get through a lot of. It's not just one of those fluff camps where you just drop your kid off and we play games and stuff like that. But we will play baseball related games, but it will be strictly functional training, baseball related training. So be on the lookout for that. If you're interested in it, go to the Five Star Baseball Academy's Facebook page. I'll put it in the description of this video. That way you can check it out. Come see me. Come see 11U Coach Alex and Trainer Alex there, and we can have a lot of fun doing that. So let me click into some of these, and we can go in event details. Again, Space Coast were the turf fields for my 9U and my 8U. They loved it. I mean, that venue was so beautiful. They competed in the coach pitch and then the 9 and under AA closed bases as well. So yeah, let's take a look here. Let's go UAAA Space Coast. So each field is really cool here because they have stadium fields over here, but each of these fields are sponsored by a major manufacturer or retail. So Easton Field, Marini, Marucci, Rawlings, Wilson, Easton again, Rollins Field. So really cool fields there, all sponsored by a baseball or softball brand, and the kids absolutely love those fields. So if you have the experience to or the willingness to travel and you're not located near these fields, you can definitely take a look at those, and I think you'll will love those fields. So definitely check those out. Let me go in here. That was the Space Coast. I'll go into Boomba now. So the Boomba one was here. Lots of teams here. I think I was just listening to Daryl or Scott, the USSA directors. It was, I think, the most successful USSA weekend to date, if I'm not mistaken. So they definitely had a good strong turnout for all that. Um, listen, travel ball in Florida is probably the most popular it's ever been right now. It, I see new teams popping up. I see existing teams getting stronger, building new teams, having more teams. So, there's a couple of suggestions from my standpoint. When you're trying to find a good fit for your kid, definitely look at the history of the program. Um, who's it run by? Does it have affiliation? Is it credible? Do they have a facility? Do they have practice fields? Do they have a streamline of coaches that can help your kid if, let's say they need additional hitting, pitching, catching, fielding, kind of work? Do they have that in house to be able to help and supplement your kid for future success? And, look, most team practices are there to build team practice. Outside of that, it's up to you and your son or daughter to get the experience that you need to be able to succeed. If you're struggling with something, 9 times out of 10, the coach will work with you during practice, but it's going to be during reps as it's being rotated out through your team. If you need to work on something individually, highly suggest you do that outside of the normal practice. You're not going to get better if you focus on just the team practices. You need to focus on yourself outside of those team practices to become a better baseball player. So, long story short, a couple of my kids needed to work on a couple of things, and they've been working their butts off to do it outside of practices, and I can clearly see that as a coach. I know when my players are working outside of the standard practices because they're not forgetting things, they're coming with a sharp mindset, and they're fixing the issues that they constantly have. Are they dropping their hands? Are they out front? Are they not fielding, out front? Are they, multiple things? So I can clearly tell when somebody is not doing the extra work. So definitely take a look at that as when you're picking your program. Um, it begs to the question of, like, is everybody going to have their own travel team sooner or later? They will. There will be a number of travel ball teams that just pop up because they want to start their own, but they won't succeed, or they won't sit around for a long time if the parent is coaching. That they're going to follow their kid up the ladder. Most kids who get to high school, obviously, they don't continue to play um, travel ball on kind of like a local level. They'll try to get into bigger programs, so they get more exposure. So definitely take a look at that. I don't have the map of Boomba, but Boomba is similar to the Space Coast map I showed. So definitely take a look at that if you're looking for a major uh, trip for your team. If you're not located near Boomba or Space Coast, definitely recommend going there and trying it out and looking at those fields and taking your team and really having them enjoy the game of baseball at a really nice complex. So for the most part, Christmas specials. If you guys need anything out there, be be sure to shoot me a message, contact me on Facebook. I can normally compete with the major retails and uh, hopefully get you a good deal on a bat. MSRP applies. I also have, if you buy a glove from me, there is break-in service now available, so you can definitely get that taken care of as well. Get a glove delivered to you ready to go rather than having to break it in yourself. Definitely a pro. And yeah, I plan to just jump on here and do these weekly. I want to try to get information out as it comes. Talk about different subjects. I I run a major youth program, so I see the ins and outs of travel baseball in Florida and struggles and everything that you may have. So drop me questions or comments on this live, and we will slowly get to build this up. And I will have guests. We'll do kind of an interview format when I do have a guest on here, and Better Ball Player will be the sponsor of the show, and I'll try to bring in other guests to promote their travel ball baseball program. Look, we're all in this together. I want to make kids better at baseball. That's the overall goal. I'm not looking to hijack or, uh, make point finger or bring down any other program in our area. It's just not the way I operate. I want every kid to have a successful baseball career. If I can help, I would love to help. If not, I wish them the best. So I definitely would love, you know, more kids to play baseball at a higher level and help out everybody who needs the help for sure. So, if you guys have any questions, please reach out. Like I said, I will be doing this weekly. I'll bring on guests next time. I know it's a little boring hearing me just talk to you in this style of format. I want to bring some dynamic content to you guys. I have a lot of info in my brain, so I sometimes go on tangents, but I'm here to help and answer any questions that you guys may have. The next time you see me, I will be live. I may do it live from Five Star Baseball Academy here in Newport Richey, Florida. So be on the lookout for that. And as always, work hard. This fall season will be ending soon, so the spring season will be upon us very quickly. I think the first GSA tournament's at the end of January, so literally you have our season ends on December 14th and 15th here in Clearwater. So we will break from then until probably the 15th of January. I know me and my sons will be working hard in the off season just to grow a little bit, get stronger, be more, have more agility, be better on our feet, and work on the things that we can. Give the arm a little bit of a break, so we can have a good spring season. We will be doing tryouts for Five Star Baseball Academy's program December 2nd and the 16th and 17th of December for all teams. We currently have one 8U team, we have a 9U team, we have two 10U teams, one 11U team, and one 12U team, and then the older teams, obviously, throughout. So they are looking for 2025 summer teams as well out of Baseball 5-Star in Newport Richey, Florida. We have a full service facility, cages, weights, pitching, indoor, outdoor. It's amazing. So if you're in the area, please stop by, mention that you saw this video, tell them that Jesse sent you, and we will, accommodate you. Um, Tell them you're here to see me. I'll be sure to come out and greet you if I'm there or with a team. And yeah, appreciate you guys watching today. Thank you for the love. Like the video if you can. Give this a thumbs up. Help me get this out to all of the kids out there that need help with baseball in the state of Florida or in the Tampa Bay area. Again, I'm Coach Jesse, and thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one.